Okay, so this is the final example of the balancing equation sheet. It's the most difficult one. We've saved it till last. It's got lots of elements in it, lots of compounds in it. 4 things on one side, 2 on the other side. So we'll just very quickly jump to the added up numbers already. Okay, there we go. So what you see is we've got lots of addition things. The only things which is already working is the potassium and the manganese down here within the potassium permanganate compound. But what you'll notice is I've highlighted these chlorines here. They're part of this molecule of chlorine here. Chlorine is present in 3 different substances, but only in this example is a chlorine by itself. What we're going to do is this number here is going to be anything we want. That's going to be the final number to go into the equation. That number can be anything we want it to be in order to make that equation right. So we're going to get rid of this number 2 here. This number is going to be the final number that goes in, and it's going to be the one that fixes the equation. So where do we start? Well, as we always say, there's no real place to start, but we're going to try and fix the oxygen down the bottom. We've got 4 oxygens on the left-hand side of this equation here. We've only got 1 oxygen on the right-hand side of the equation. So we're going to multiply this one by 4. 4 waters. That's going to multiply the oxygen by 4. It's going to also multiply the hydrogen by 4. That's going to create 8 hydrogens. It's going to create 4 oxygens. Doing so, that's going to fix the oxygen. It's going to break the hydrogen even more. However, the hydrogen up here was never working to start with, but there's 1 hydrogen on the left, there's 8 hydrogens on the right. We can quite simply fix that hydrogen by writing the number 8 in front of there. That's going to change this hydrogen. It's going to fix it. It's going to make it 8 on both sides. It's going to break this chlorine, but as we've said, that chlorine was never working to start with and is ultimately just getting further away. The hydrogen is now okay, and the hydrogen is now fixed. The only thing now which is actually broken is the chlorine. It's the most difficult one to fix, partly because it's in 3 different locations. We've got 8 chlorines here. We've got a total of, well, currently 2 plus 1 plus this magic number of whatever we want this thing to be. But we can probably figure out that whatever this number is, we'd like it to be 5. Because then 5 add 2 add 1 equals 8. So in order to make that number a 5, what we have to do is make this x, which we left alone, become 2.5. And in doing so, that makes everything else fine, because this makes this into the 5 chlorines we need. It then gives us a total number of 8 chlorines that we need on both sides. And then ultimately, the equation is totally balanced. Now, you might be looking at that thinking, I don't like the presence of the 2.5 here. And that's fine. That equation is balanced. It is ultimately correct. However, it would be nice to make it look nicer. If we double everything, we double out the half. In doing so, we double 2.5 and we make the number 5. However, we have to make sure we've doubled everything else. So we double up the 4 to go to 8. We double up this 1 on the manganese chloride, to 2. We double potassium chloride to 2. We double potassium permanganate to 2. And then we have to further double up the HCl to 16. And then ultimately, that is then balanced. I'll just quickly change all of the numbers. And there we go. We've doubled all the numbers up. It looks a lot more complicated, but ultimately we've done the same skills as we've done on all of the other examples. Hope that's made more sense.